I saw Tiger, now I understand. I saw Tiger, Tiger saw me.
We are the pirate metal drinking crew. We think you're dumb and we hate you too. We are the pirate metal drinking crew. We don't give a fuck, we think you all suck. We are the pirate metal drinking crew. We think you're dumb and we hate you too. We are the pirate metal drinking crew. We don't give a fuck, we think you all suck. Fuck you!
What are we looking at today? What are you looking at? That's what I want to know. Today we are looking at the, first of all, we're going to take a look at the 10mm collection, and incidentally, we're also going to take a look at Jack Daniel's Southern Citrus, weighing in at a 4.8%. Drink responsibly. Make sure to use a cup holder when you're driving. And John Solar, got your favorite glass. It's looking like a Mike's Hard Lemonade. Reminds me of something I've had before. Not quite a Zima, but because recently I have sent a bunch of those for the girls thing, or we also bought some for the girls party a few years ago. I don't know. There is a girls get together next weekend. It will not be documented. I don't know if I'm going to be down here or if I'm bitch or what's going to happen. Guys, get one in early, I guess, because a little bit for you and a lot for me. Would you girls like a little drinky poo? Huh? Cheers. Have you ever had the white Airheads candy? That's what this is reminding me of. Okay. Questions, comments? First in on the wrong video, on the M3 Tactical video, the Utopia's barrel-aged wide world stout. Awesome beer. Salty saying double nakedy naked again. Then Clyde says whiskey and a revolution for all. I'll think about that. And then Phil adds 2 shots. EMT says first, technically being second. K. Roberts says shit. Missed it by that much. Poco here and unaccounted for. I just love this new YouTube thing. Poco, best shirt ever. Then Hector subcomment says he's only wearing it because it's trans rights shirt is in the his trans rights shirt is in the washer. Rich says cheers all. Poco, I want a dedicated steak knife folder liner lock. Yeah, it's not bad with the exception of getting your meat in her crack, the knife's crack. Poco, oh him again, wear those extra blades. Poco, like Eddie Murphy, Banana in the Tailpipe. Sharky says Beverly Hills Cop right there. That's a Banana in the Tailpipe trick. Didn't scourge, he Bomi's cute. Whoops, wrong button. What was the question? Didn't scourge, cured and unloaded. Boom. Poco was mad in special education. That would explain a lot. Hector says yes, just assuming it. J-Dog's here at work. Multi-gunman, whiskey and whiskey and, what was I thinking? Whiskey and 357 Magnums do mix. And they mix very well. And then Multi-Gunman says, pouring it hard. How hard did you pour it? Mighty hard. Mike says cheers. Cheers, Mike. Hector says, I'd say Eric needs a TP for his bunghole, but he is a bunghole. Laugh out loud and
Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
good deals. What is this channel devolving into? Oh, speaking of that, I got a package in here. This was delivered to the dope. Let's see. Easy to open. So it's easy to cut the fucking thing open. Use my M16 that I got from Gunwild 1, who hasn't left a comment in a long time. But I'm not sad. Dried Carolina Reapers. You know what these are good for? These are good for when I do the you know the thing. The peanuts. The bold peanuts. Warning. The spicy peppers are above at least 1 million Scoville heat units. Wear gloves to handle. Do not touch your eyes while handling. Consume with caution. Spicy peppers may cause various degrees of stomach discomfort. Spicy peppers are not for everyone. Eat with caution. Directions. Soak in warm water for 15 minutes to rehydrate, or use whole in sauce or rubs. Packaged in Canada, minimum of 8 peppers in here. Well, let's take them out and count them and rub them in my eyes. Well, I can count 8 floating on top of the pile, so there we are. Those are nice. Those are nice and spicy looking. Peppers look good too. Okay, first of all, a new addition to the Northern Storage. I have to say, of all of the combined wood and old, I'm not sure if there's a piece of the frame or stock missing right there or not. I'll go with yes. Piece of the stock is cracked off right there. I'm sure it runs level with that. That's too bad. Other than that, overall it's in really nice shape. Ishapore. This is the 2A1, which where did it say that on here? Right there. And it is chambered in 7.62 by 51 NATO. Yes, 308. And this isn't something that's been converted or anything like that. It is the way it was born. And detachable box mag. The only reason I sort of lean towards saying that this is really cool, like to the point of pilfering it, is this was made in 1967, which was the same time that I was made. I think it's actually... I never really thought I would say this, but if there was a conversion kit for this, I wouldn't do it. Unlike a Mosin, for instance, I just think that just looks sexy as hell with the way that the wood and everything goes all the way to the end on it. I am actually looking forward to putting a few rounds through it. Received this a while back. You know who I'm talking to. I just love, it's like, send 17,000 different possible sling configurations so that Eric has to figure out how in the hell they go on that rifle. The only thing I'm not exactly sure, and I'll have to look it up, the best knot to make, yes, very yes, not to make in leather, because once you tie this knot, you're supposed to snip off the extra, but I have not done that yet. So there you go, the only thing sitting out not chambered in 10 millimeter. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that, Mr. Dragon. The 10 millimeter collection as it stands right now. Two more things. Well, technically 3, because there is one item out on the bench. I guess we'll just start with this one that I purchased for Christine, and I have not even shot this yet. The new 10 millimeter 2.0. I just thought it'd be cool to have a couple of them. It's optics ready, suppressor height sights, but the only thing she doesn't really like about it is it's very aggressive on the grips. A lot more aggressive than her Performance Center 9 millimeter. And the reason that I keep reminding her that I purchased this solely for her is it's a Smith & Wesson. It's chambered in 10 millimeter, everything she loves, and I was holding out for a gun that had not yet been created, and that was the Performance Center of this. If she wanted to make a trade for something non-10 millimeter that I actually own, yeah, hell yeah, it's a 10 millimeter. All things 10 millimeter, but just be on the up and up. This is actually Christine's. I just pulled it out because technically it is part of the 10 millimeter collection. I guess I did not lay them out in like, say, order of my favorite to my least favorites. I guess looking at what I did here, if you take the Rock Islands off of the end and work your way this way, some of the most collectible ones in my collection reside right here, and then here. See now that's not there. Okay, here. This is what I should have done. I'm sorry. If I was to put them in any particular order. And there's that one. Okay, so here. Start on this end. The absolutely stunning Kimber Raptor 2. I have the 45 version of this, and this is. I will say this just one time. This is a 10 millimeter. So are all the rest. Now we can just talk about the gun. This one has not yet proven itself because shot number 2 was a squib round. And I do have that bag of ammo isolated. I have not put them on the scale yet to see if I can see if anybody weighs anything different. So this was having a failure to go to battery. Like I feel that it could shoot its way into happiness just like David's Colt, but in the event that it doesn't, I need to order the calibration spring kit. They have them. J-Dog sent me a link at Midway, and I will just simply try putting. I'll try putting keep going up in spring weights until I get it to run right. But I'm still holding out for shooting her clean. So I guess on this end I have. Well, I guess I done screwed that all up again, but I'll just leave it as the most collectible stuff is down here. Next is a gun that I absolutely it's all of them. I tell you what, let's just go off of if it's a 10 millimeter. I can give you probably on using one hand the things that are still strewn throughout the house and in there that that I would want to keep over the 10 millimeter collection. I will admit I am narrow-minded and I am a fanboy of the 10 millimeter. This has gone all the way back to the dawn of me on YouTube, and so I guess it's a waste of time to say I absolutely love this particular 10 millimeter. It is the closest example of anything that I have in the collection, with the exception of one thing, that you would say it's basically a GI version of the 10 millimeter. It doesn't have an overemphasized beaver tail. It doesn't have the extended safety. It doesn't have a skeletonized trigger. It's just about it's about the most plain one that I have, but it is the Colt Delta Elite. And then things start to get really funky really fast. And I would say definitely, well, you know what? I actually don't know what the production level was on the laser aims. There's not a hell of a lot of research available on some of these, but I would say if it isn't absolutely hands down the lowest lowest production value of any 10 millimeter that I have in the collection, it is this beast, the Megastar from Star. And all you have to do is load up anything else laying there on the table, and then pick this thing up, and you'd have to say to yourself, my God, could you actually ever break this? I mean, could they just pack powder into a casing and then leave just enough room to push the head in it, and it would still keep on going? This is one of those things where I wish I had the ability to go back in time and pick a whole bunch of them up. Would I want to carry this? Maybe as a barbecue gun, but it's oh my, it's a with ammo in it. It actually weighs more than the Desert Eagle, when the Desert Eagle doesn't have ammo in it, but this also holds twice as much as, yes. I don't know what she's looking for, but I'd like to help her find it. This thing is just, I think of all of the first generation 10 millimeters to hit the planet Earth. This one, I'm going to be so unhappy if this one does not run right, because this one is definitely is number one in the list. It's just demands so much attention. It's like, damn it, just look at me. Great big old bull barrel up front, and can't wait to shoot it. Again, I don't know what the production numbers were. This is also very, very low, and it is the Laser Aim. And it also came with some really cool toys if you purchased them at the time. Now, all of the stuff for this is made out of unobtainium, including some of the parts for it. Like if you take the slide off of this and you're not standing in a clean room, there's a good chance that you might have to find a guy that's after marking the ejector. Even with the note from the previous owner saying, boy, I really enjoyed this gun and I really hope you do too. But if you take it apart, make sure you are very careful, because the ejector is held in by nothing and it has a spring on it. Up it goes. And this thing shoots awesome. This is absolutely a pleasure to shoot. Then again, I can say that about all of them. In the untouchable, delectable column would be the unbelievable. To build a, it was one thing to get my hands on a 1076, but to actually get one with the historian's letter from Smith & Wesson saying this was indeed, and these are the dates, that this was that the FBI was in possession of this gun for their trials. And then the FBI, like they're pussies, and they're the scourge of the United States as far as I'm concerned right now. They couldn't handle, their widow pussy fingers couldn't handle all the felt recoil of the 10 millimeter. So they had to go back to the drawing board. Side decocker. Yeah, the fact that this comes with lineage puts it in a category all to itself. One more, Smith & Wesson. The 1066, which production numbers, this is also a very, very low numbered gun. Love carrying this. If I ever found another one someday, I would definitely carry this. Either that, or I would have. I'd be very happy with the 1076 too. I guess, in all fairness, they're very close guns. The 1076 also has a bobbed hammer overall, but the only real difference between the two of them is that one has a side decocker on it. So that would make an excellent carry gun, just because of what that is. I mean, I realize for production numbers, I probably shouldn't carry this either, but you know what? I know for a fact that long after I'm gone, regardless of what kind of condition this is in, it's still going to be here. And your opinion is all your opinion, but if you're relatively new to listening to me, then you already know damn well I will carry, shoot, and enjoy anything I have. what is the point? What is the point to invest in something and then never enjoy it for yourself? Fuck that. So, I love this. This one because it's well, all of the Smiths are. I just won't touch the 1076, leaving that completely stock. Somewhere I have the somewhere I have the stock grips for most of these. As a matter of fact, somewhere this one, again had the absolutely useless and silly magazine disconnect. As a matter of fact, of stuff sitting over there, the only one that has a magazine disconnect in it right now is the Megastar, and there's just no way. there's no way I'm going to do anything to that but shoot it and clean it and enjoy it. So I took the magazine disconnect out of this. It's in a bag somewhere. You simply drift you can either take the sight off or drift the sight out of the way, and it's a spring and a plunger that goes back in it, but as far as I'm concerned, that's just retarded. Salty? Yippee-ki-yay, nakedness. Bad? Greetings, Captain. Kahlua and beer? Hey, yeah, I'm gonna say that it may be good. Then Bad says, yes, I figured it would mix. It was very good. Smile Money, Matt thinks 3 inches is just too short. That is what she said. Hector F7 and Matt wants a Mazda. A pink Mazda Miata with flower print seats. Laugh out loud. By the way, speaking of Matt, this was going swimmingly until Matt popped in, and then the 2 high school girls couldn't stop talking. Well, I'm pretty, yes, except for the tattoos. I'm pretty sure I have to talk anyway, otherwise it gets really, really boring. F7 has already been called, and it was a miss. It's my money. Why is it the safest way to carry a 1911? Wouldn't it be safer to carry it disassembled in a lockbox? Sharky, carry it from the gun safe. Carry it from the gun safe is the safest. Then he says back, with the firing pin removed and the ammo locked up in a friend's house, laugh out loud. I think this is the new Minnesota gun safety law. You are probably right. Okay, since we're pulling along here, the Smith & Wesson, yeah, it was too late. The Smith & Wesson 10006. This one marks the first in the rarities in my collection. And the one thing, upon originally looking at pictures, that I said to myself, please God, I hope I never end up with one with the shrouded sight. And then I got this. And right now, if I was a magical genie and I could even swap it out for a brand new set of night sights, because the 1076 has the night sights, Ed's 4006 also has the night sights. I believe those are still glowing a little bit, and I know Ed's are. But these are just an adjustable set, and if I could have a brand new set of the Smith & Wesson night sights in place of this, I wouldn't do it. I think I think it's badass, and it sets it apart from the rest of them. And the 1006 is also a longer barrel than the other two. Staying with Smith & Wesson's is the first generation Smith & Wesson 610. It looks like the Smith & Wesson 686 Combat because it has the full underlug, but this one is, of course, you guessed it, chambered in what? And all I can say is if you ever get a hold of one of these, make sure that the first time you bring it out to shoot it, you bring plenty of ammo, because you will not want to stop shooting it. Since we talked about a revolver, so it doesn't get left out, another very limited run, there was like, I don't remember, it was like 970 or something like this of these custom made. This was for Lipsy's. They're a gun shop that evidently is so freaking big that they can get major manufacturers like Ruger to make something special just for them. This is the, of course, the Ruger Blackhawk chambered in. It also came with the extra cylinder. It will also shoot, and I don't even care. I did exactly what Mr. Holster said. Get yourself a box of ammo and bring it out and shoot it. Get it out of your system, because you will never, ever, ever. You might as well just throw whatever ammo is left away, because you will never, ever put that was it the 1040 or the 40, I don't even know what it was. He's right. He was right. Fuck that. I'll never put that cylinder back in this to shoot it. And again, I don't even know where the ammo is, but I might as well just throw it away. This, I also had the same problem. I am not really a cowboy. I kind of go through these little stages and never do this on something that they made so few of. Never really a cowboy gun kind of a guy, and there was really no reason other than that it was a 10 millimeter that I would like it, and I had the same problem. I thought I brought out 4 times as much ammo as I'd possibly use, and ran out and regretted not having more of it. And I carry one. Someone else who doesn't follow the shit show anymore sent me these rosewood grips. I always thought this would look very cool with a white, some kind of like an ivory-ish looking kind of a grip, but these look and feel awesome. So I thank Dale for them. He's a very nice guy, even though he doesn't watch the shit show anymore. There's the race gun, loosely based on a G20. It's also fun to shoot. I recently brought this with and experienced nothing but an erection. Speaking of race guns, there's the CZ design. This is made the Defiant. It's made by IFG, Italian's Firearms Group, and this may be one of the most impressive shooting 10 millimeters in the collection. And while put in Bunky's hands, David's better half, it's possible only to make a few holes and 15 shots. There's this, which the last time I actually had it out is functional and shoots, but it needs the love of someone to turn this block of steel into something that doesn't look like a block of nothing. The Rock Island double stack with the threaded barrel. This also was experiencing a failure to go home and repeat. And the last time I had this out, it was running successfully. I was also experiencing a issue with one of the magazines, and I resprung the spring in the mag, and now it's successfully locking back again. But to put a can on this would definitely be interesting. The Rock Island, my Rock Island, the original RoboCop gun, and I had Jason, the owner of Lock Grips, custom made me these. Ordered up the green and made the grips, and then I'm testing out this cheapy laser. I think there was a Fiachi. I can't even remember anymore. It looks just like my Streamlight, but I really hope this one breaks before the Streamlight does, or I'll be a little disappointed. Seems how you can have I don't know, 4 of these to one Streamlight. Yes. Next is the XDM Elite that the horny one sent me. I have not shot this yet, but I'm pretty sure he's had some trigger time on it, and I use it as a carry gun or a side gun, and yeah, definitely have to get this one out to shoot. As a matter of fact, the holster that I'm wearing right now is the one that Pete made me for this, so I'll just return it to right there. And that leaves just 2 on the, well, 1 on the table and 1 in the air. 1 in the air, of course, is the G20. That one's had some Go Fast goodies on it. Really nice set of Meeper light and fiber optic sights on it. Badass trigger. And it's in the MCK, which is a, hey, ATF, go fuck yourself. Overreaching, no congressional oversight cunts. And in that particular configuration, I think it makes a good possible bug out / truck gun configuration. I have to say though, I have to get out and shoot it to find out. But even Christine looked at the Keltec Sub 2000, and she went, "Is there any way we could get a couple more of those?" She goes, "That just looks like the kind of thing that would be right there in case the world turns upside down." She says, "You know, we're so busy prepping to make sure that we have med kits and possible emergency food and ways of staying warm and camping stuff and this, that, and the other thing." And she's like, if we actually had to have something we could just stow away near permanently under the seat of our vehicles or whatever, she goes, that looks pretty badass. And I'm like, I know, I gotta get out and shoot it. Not to mention, you can put every everything in the 9mm lineup in it. I'm not sure. I guess I haven't tried. I'm assuming you can put the G19, but the G17, and put a snail in there if you want. So yeah, this thing is just at 25 yards all the way to 100 yards. It's just basically aim and squeeze the trigger. So if you had to take care of some Second Amendment stuff or put food on the table, that is the power of the 10mm in your hands, and between the two of these, you have a lot of shots. And that gets us down to, that's funny, that fell over, and I didn't think that would fall over. Gets us down to a one of a kind. I mean, I could be wrong, Jay. This might be the only Sig Mauser combo, M2 on the planet, that was changed from shooting 40 cal to shooting 10mm. And this thing runs like a little badass. It has the rotating barrel in it. It actually surprisingly has a low recoil because of that. Wait. Speaking of rotating barrels, I just realized I missed one. Where are you? You know, I kept saying to myself, I'm missing something. I know I'm missing something. That's right. I am missing the Gland Power. Speaking of rotating barrels, 15 rounds of Go F Yourself in a convenient and dysfunctional, nearly impossible 14 plus 1. This would not be my go-to gun if the world turns upside down, unless of course I had my lackey following me with a stainless steel custom titanium made Lula loader to load the mags for this. But speaking of low recoil, because of that rotating barrel, and this is actually a pleasure to shoot, and I really need to get this out there. Maybe I just naturally didn't pull it out because hey, look, let's go, Brandon. Fucking useless prick has fallen over again. Yeah. Hector, all my cats are naked. Why? Phil, 2 thumbs up and 2 shots. Then he says intro babe is 3 thumbs up. Then he says watch the girls. What do you think we are here for? EMT, Delta 5, and
Joe Biden! Joe Biden! Joe Biden!
D5 is a hit.
Joe Biden! Joe Biden! Joe Biden!
And it is sunk. Cheapo gun guy, never trust anyone who has not brought a
Joe Biden! Joe Biden!
with them. Matt Davis, what? No, Matt, I say good day to you. Then he says L12. Then he says, I spoke too soon. You forgot to lock the door. Laugh out loud. Hi, Matt. Sharky says, ah, crap. McCline, Matt, like the beard. Looking good, baby. McCline, don't cuddle with the cat. It's a trap. Ask me how I know. Matt Davis, that's a nice Tonto blade. Yes. Whatever one I showed. This one? Wade? Matt, what the fuck did you just say? Moments always... Matt, what the fuck did you say? Moments always gives me headaches. Tomcat. We all know that a 1911 style gun was designed to be carried in the cocked and locked position. Sharky says, I hope we all do. Yes. Sharky, cheers all. Bomi Banderas and Selma Hayek as intro. Damn, Selma is still so hot. Yes, she is. Intro redhead ain't bad either. Shadow Babe nice too. M1 on deck. Here we go. Sharky, aw crap. A surprise Matt arrives. Hey, Matt. Sharky, at least Sleepy Joe ended a speech with God Save the Queen. The Queen, who has been dead for almost a year now, and the King, well, Charles is a sorry excuse for a man, has been on the throne since then. Yeah, I've seen a couple of, if you didn't know that the source that put it out was legit, you'd go, this had to have been doctored together. I mean, I couldn't drink 10 shots and have 17 beers. I could still get through a sentence better than that fucking piece of shit. Again, why are things always so different when it's the Democratic Party? I mean, seriously though, just think about what Hillary Clinton has done. If Hillary Clinton and Trump were and I've seen the man on the street do this, walk up, ask who they voted for, and say, what would I told you if they found out that Trump, and then they say everything Hillary has done, they're just like, oh, throw the book. He's like, oh, damn it, I screwed up. That's actually everything that Hillary Clinton did. I still want to know, because this gets us back to the biggest part of voter fraud. I love it, you little fucking minions, that little computers at WokeTube. Voter fraud, voter fraud, voter fraud, voter fraud, voter fraud. Biden is full of voter fraud. The Democratic Party, the deep state, voter fraud, voter fraud, voter fraud. Before, you just mumble that once and I can just forget about seeing this video again. But seeing so, there's so much overwhelming proof of voter fraud. Again, the biggest amount of it now, when I think about it, comes back to all of the people that are so uneducated that they don't even know what the real truth is, and they just want to believe the lies and the constant bullshit from the media. Sharky, 3640, brunette with freckles are perfectly safe to handle. Those specimens will not take your soul. Only caveat, it has to be a natural brunette. Okay, let me... too. Hey. Oh, Sharky blew that one. I wish he would. Oh, damn it, Jim. Wow, this is just fucked. Okay. Yeah, I think she's. I'm not sure if I've seen her naked or not, but I've seen her before, and I'm pretty sure that you're looking at the goods right there. Sharky, anyone check out FX on air rifles? Those crazy Swedes have been pushing the limit. I just watched a video on one that was declared the fastest or the most powerful BB gun, period. And I don't remember at what distance they were shooting, but holy shit. Sharky SH, now the outro babe is just the dirty maid I want. Yeah, you gotta keep your shit clean. UOCR220. Getting uplifting, mood changing video. Cheers and thanks, fellas. Hey, whenever you're down, just oh, that was the M3 tactical one. Yes, I would love to be in that tub, gazing at the ceiling. The secret word is moist. You know, here's the problem with these. Oh yeah, sorry Wade. Wade goes, I always make sure you clean the top of your can, because it is all covered in fecal matter. This part where I draw blood. He's like, guaranteed. If you had a device to check for fecal matter on top of a can, I'm not really sure I like these ones. I mean, yeah, they're drinkable, but again, it's kind of reminding me of, you know, I thought maybe we're going to be dealing with some orange or something, but Southern citrus. It's of these. Oh man, these are so much better than those. I still have a few of those other ones. I thought about doing it today, but I just did not want to wreck a good video. I mean, that's just a whole lot of love. You know, probably I can't even imagine right now, because I know some asshole like McCline would ask, but you know, what would happen? What would happen if you were told that you could not own, I mean, like Sharky, for instance. Dude, you cannot own 18. You cannot own 18 of anything, let alone 18 10mm pistols. So what do you do? I don't know. What's the number we're dealing with? Well, what if it had to be 15? I can't be long. Christine made a fucking thing, or her normal comment, because she's off today because it's run into Target and steal shit day. It's like, I tell you what, more Irish have been enslaved than the fucking black population. Where's my money? Oh, you know why? Because it's called fucking life. And us Irish, you know, we're a lot stronger than them weak ass, I want free fucking shit people. Won't mention any names. Sorry, I digress. So, yes, you know, where do you draw a line? You know, it's like, you know, someone says, oh, you know what? You know, we just changed the law, which I would never comply with. See, that's the problem. If we just get together on any of this shit, think of how many congressmen and senators there are. And then think about how many of us there is. Go fuck yourself. You want to pass unconstitutional shit? again, I can't wait for the day we got the technology to bring our founding fathers back. They can start fucking melting heads. I'd be sitting on the sideline with my popcorn that Smile Money got me, just going, yeah. Again, man, you just make a couple of them aware of the Second Amendment. And again, what do you hear about over the weekend? Oh, we got to get rid of guns. Oh, it was another violent weekend. Oh, in other words, the biggest kill count would be the black on black violence in Chicago. Hey, I'm all for it. Go ahead. Hey, problem solved as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, you got to cut the population. You got to get down to 15. No, I don't even want to entertain that. Right now, I am the brick. I guess if I'm going to throw anybody under the bus right now, it'd be the brick. And then I say to myself, could I even do that? I mean, it has and I know this one was also having the same problems that I always have with these lone wolf barrels. Their tolerances are just too squeaky, and you gotta run. I take the copper brush, cover it in some patches, cover that in flits or mothers, and just put it on the drill and just ream that bitch. And then go out and just shoot it till it runs right. Again, it has no sights, or it's optics ready. Like, technically, it's optics ready. Yeah, I suppose if I was gonna throw something under the bus, this is a Poly, the P. I don't even know what the fuck this is. The P80 lower. And, for a while I thought it would be cool to maybe steal the barrel out of it and put it in this guy. But if you just kind of take a look, this one is even longer, so it's going to be sticking out of there even more. But it is a threaded barrel, but this one's fluted. I don't know. Someday oh, never mind. This one's fluted also. But this thing just needs I just don't know who. I thought it'd be cool. Of course, when I talked to Mark Pice when he did this one for me, and he asked me what my thoughts were, and I was like, you know what, I think it'd be kind of cool to maybe do some shit in the sides. And he said, man, let this thing stay as heavy as you can get it. Trust me, when you're out shooting it, you'll enjoy it even more. So I left it. Tell you though, the Megastar's got them all beat. Yeah, I guess right now if someone said the one of them has to go, okay, fine. We'll throw this under the bus, but I might keep the trigger and the barrel and the extended mag release, and yeah. Hey, look on the bright side. It works really nicely. You could use it as a paperweight. What would be the next to go? Not going to answer that. I don't know. I suppose I have to take a page out of J-Dog's book. J-Dog's book. If I had to let something go in the collection, it would be the Rock Islands. Why? And see, I don't even know how hard it would even be to get the Grand Power right now. I suppose it'd be these three. The Rock Islands and the Grand Power, because they are still being made and they're still achievable to put back in the collection. Other than that, I still say no, because the Grand Power is really unique, and even though I bitch about certain things about it, if you're ever in my world, and you want to shoot it, I highly recommend it. It's a fun gun to shoot. It's got low felt recoil. Other than that, the next most fun gun that I have in the collection to shoot is these right here. These ones. I absolutely love shooting these ones. First in the club is Agent Mr. Cat saying, "I think I'm in." And Hector says, "Yep." And then Hector says, "This time Mr. Cat told me to get in the club." How is that possible? He didn't leave a comment that I hearted. J-Dog's here at home. J-Dog says, "Heart Club, Mr. Holster." Brad's girl. Bad. Did I make the club? Yes, sir. Smile Money. Happy Juneteenth, clubbers. And last is Salty saying, "Naked Club Part Duel." Oh, and on a refresh we got Poco saying, "Welcome back to the end." Either way, Jack Daniels is drinkable. I think I would list it in last place of the 4 flavors in that variety pack, but overall, on the whole scale, I'd give it a 7. So, cheers.